What's Obama's second term going to be like? I hope we never find out, but let's talk about what it might be like if we're foolish enough to reelect him. We'll chat about that at lunch today. Obama faces a big problem at this convention. Paul Ryan teed it up nicely. Having failed to right the economy in the last 4 years, what can you possibly do in the next 4 years to succeed then when you have failed now? An almost impossible question for Obama to answer, because implicit in the answer has to be a critique of his first-term performance, and he can't do that. But the real reason he can't do it is because he has very significant plans for the second term. He just can't talk about them. Like when he was with Medvedev and he told him, tell Putin, I need him to cut me some slack until the second term when I'll have more flexibility to do what I really want to do. And he can't discuss his second-term plans. The first point about them is that they don't relate to economic recovery. They relate to social engineering and restructuring. Just as Paul Ryan said, Obama took office and he faced a choice. Was he going to focus on jobs and the economy or on revamping the healthcare system? And he chose the latter. To his everlasting detriment. Now he won't have a good economy and will repeal Obamacare. But it was a wrong choice, and he made it that way. He's going to continue that if we give him a second term. And he'll use the second term to restructure the entire American economy, workforce, and frankly, popular attitudes. And he can do it by largely governing without Congress. He'll at least have a Republican House. He might have a Republican Senate. And he will basically govern as a president without any real reference to what Congress wants him to do. And boy, fasten your seatbelts. Start with the National Labor Relations Board. He will permanently skew the whole field of labor relations so that unions make a major comeback and private sector unionization soars, even though that will totally undermine our ability to compete internationally. Secondly, the EPA will have almost czar-like authority, not just over clean air and clean water, but over carbon emissions, over power plants, over pipelines, and increasingly over fracking. Our dreams of energy independence will be gone. He won't approve any offshore rigs, he won't approve any pipelines, and he'll use crazy environmental concerns to appease the left to stop the gas fracking that is giving us the potential for energy independence. He'll raise taxes horribly, and he will dramatically increase spending, not by appropriations, not by new entitlements. Can't get those passed, but by signing everybody up for programs that now exist. For example, half of the people who are now eligible for Medicaid are not enrolled in the program. A good third of the people that are now eligible for food stamps don't get them. The government has dramatically expanded its food stamp reach by outreach, by going out and advertising and bringing people in and getting them on food stamps. And they're allowed to do that. They're just publicizing a program that Congress passed. But the result is a huge increase in the percent of Americans receiving welfare benefits. Right now, over 100 million Americans out of 310 million receive a means-tested welfare check every week or every month. That doesn't count Social Security, it doesn't count Medicare, it doesn't count Earned Income Tax Credit, just welfare, or food stamps, or housing subsidies. And that'll increase. He'll move that up to 40, 45%, maybe 50%. We'll become a majority entitlement nation. I think that you also can look for him to be absolutely ruthless in administering the tax laws and in really chasing people down and punishing wealth. He probably won't be able to raise the brackets, but he certainly will be able to skew the enforcement in a horrible way. Now, he can't outline all this. This is not as... And finally, by the way, I'm sure he'll move towards single payer on health care. If we don't repeal Obamacare, the next step is to phase out insurance companies and move toward a government-run, government-paid system for everybody. That's the second-term agenda. He can't talk about that. So what he's going to do for the next 4 days of this convention is wall-to-wall negatives, try to beat up Romney, try to scare people about what Romney and Ryan would be. And that's going to be a very tough mission for him to succeed at. I wish him bad luck. So this afternoon I'll be doing another video, and tonight at the opening night of their convention from 10 to 11, I'll be online at dickmorris.com giving you my comments as they speak, as their convention unfolds. Thanks a lot for watching.